Hello, everyone, and welcome to the
Hello.
Implementer Show. Hope you hear us good. My name is Polly, and me and my colleague Sasha will be our hosts today. So probably Sasha wanted to say hi to everyone too.
Yes. Hi, everyone. It's so nice to have you all here, and we're really excited about this webinar.
Yep. So me and Sasha, we have background in business flows automation, and especially in accounting. And today we will be discussing the highly relevant topics. What can be done to keep your business afloat during the crisis? Particularly, we named this episode Leverage Online Payments, Action Plan to Keep Getting Paid, and Help Your Business Survive the Crisis, which is long, but we went nuts thinking of the shortest way to say all of this and bring only those people who will really benefit from this. So here is what we came up with. We will talk about the impact of the pandemic on business and the ways to adapt, transforming the very face of your business. Sasha, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it will be useful for the entrepreneurs who are already partially represented in online sphere, and for those who are sweating thinking of it but knows that it's inevitable. If some of you already have everything set up and running online, you can learn an alternative way of doing things, which may suit you better, or just talk to a real person during this stay-at-home dungeon. So we're really excited to have you here. So we're going to gather all the useful takeaways, links, and questions answered from this webinar and send you in the email. So please fill in the small form. Sasha will give you the link in the chat to give us the contact details. And and before we start, let us announce some rules and the flow of the webinar. Sasha, welcome.
Yeah, so you can see them basically on your screen, but I'm gonna say them aloud. So this session is planned to last about 45 minutes, including the time for interactive Q&A at the end, so pay attention. We would like to mention that today's session is being recorded, so you will definitely receive a copy of it later. Exciting thing is that we have prepared a surprise that we will share at the end of the webinar, and we're going to keep a little mystery around it, but just know that it's going to be good. We also have an extra bonus that will be awaiting the most active participant of today's session, who will be handpicked by our CEO. That's why please send your questions in the chat bar at any time, and we will be stopping several times during our sessions to take questions. And the winner will be personally contacted the next day. We also have a Twitter chat running at the same time, so please share your insights there with the hashtag that you see on the screen, implemented. Yeah, we're really thrilled about this.
So use your Twitter, be active to receive the main prize. And just feel free to jump in with your question at any time of the webinar. If we have time, we will try to cover it, or at least we will then include it to the follow-up email. So in order to begin, I want to share the outline of today's webinar with you. Firstly, we will talk about the challenges small business face due to the COVID-19 outbreak. Then we will
sorry, a small technical issue. Yep. Could you please zoom the screen with the slides that we have? Because I think it's still small.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Yeah, here we go. Hope now it's better. So as for the outline, after we talk about the challenges of small business at our times, then we will discuss why turning your online presence into online business is critical and how to do it fast and save costs while at it. Then we will discuss leveraging online payments to adjust your business model to the digital sphere, what solutions to choose. And then we will talk just a bit about the optimization of your business, so that you know what to toss, what to keep, and basically how to track this. And then there will be an open Q&A session during the time we have left. So let's go ahead, and hopefully this will be useful. The outbreak of the new coronavirus came unpredicted and spread globally extremely fast. making governments take unprecedented measures aiming at public health protection. Those included lockdowns and social isolation, which led to desolation in public places, stores, offices, etc., putting them at the edge of closure. Well, to understand how serious the impact was, let's take a look at these figures. Thus, according to Foresight Research, the crisis associated with the COVID-19 outbreak may lead to 15,000 permanent retail store closures in 2020. This sounds too bad, right? The survey of more than 1,500 small business owners, recently conducted by Goldman Sachs, showed that 50% of them won't survive longer than 3 months from now on, should the situation persist. The economists are forecasting that the US restaurant industry could lose $225 billion in revenue from closures due to the coronavirus outbreak. I couldn't agree more that this sounds too depressing. However, look at it under a bit different angle. So customers haven't disappeared, neither have their needs. They all moved online. Your entrepreneur's brain starts to think about it and see the possibility here, right? And now it looks like the small businesses simply haven't been ready for such a shift to digital. So having your customers massively moved online, you can't survive without moving your entire business online, giving your clients an easy access to your services or products they got accustomed to. You might have no website at all, this happens, or you might have just a website as a small informative page saying where to find your place, but this is also happens. So in the light of listed above, you can clearly understand that this is not enough at all at our times. So you should transform whatever you have online from being just a fancy face of your business to become your business, become a channel of revenue. So you'll need to ensure certain requirements are fulfilled. First one is to make your business visible online. And the second one is to get paid online. And that's are the minimum requirements, but let's break them down. So online visibility. Being visible online is crucial for reaching for your customers. The easiest way to do this is to make sure you have good website SEO so that people can search you in Google. And the second one is to promote yourself through the social media. And I'm sure most of you have already have accounts on social media. If you don't, you can start with creating your account on Facebook or Instagram. It's free. It will take you less than 10 minutes to register. It's real quick and intuitive. And you can start telling your customers that you keep working and that they can keep buying your products or getting your services. So your aim right now is to bring at least your local customers back to you. And social media is a great way to make some noise around your business. So share with your friends and ask them to share with their friends and so on. You get the point. As for the getting paid online, and it's logical that to be able to sell online, you need to give your customers the ability to comfortably pay online for your services or products. So for you, it also means that you need to accept and manage online payments. And the simplest way possible is to register in an online payment system that will allow you to create and send invoices to your customers. The more advanced option is to complement an online payment gateway to your website. So just today we will talk about how to implement it. And you probably know that there are a variety of options available on the market, such as Stripe, PayPal, Authorized.net, Amazon Pay, Square, Payline, and many, many more. And we will get to them just in several minutes. Just remember that here is the takeaway, that you need to make your business visible online, either through the social media or by SEO on the internet, and reach out to your customers and let them pay for what you offer online. And let's say that's a minimal kit. just a minimal one. There are definitely other more advanced options that can help you to create your website, for example, and manage and promote it, analyze your audience. But in a critical situation, when you need to act now and act quickly, you need something that brings you like fast results with less efforts on your part. So if we don't have any questions so far, let's get right to the online payment processors and take a look at several of them. So yeah, again, there are a plethora of possible options out there. Today we will take three, the most popular, I believe, from them. The first one is Amazon Payments. Amazon Payments is a way for customers to purchase goods and services from your website using the payment methods in their Amazon.com account, such as their Visa or MasterCard. Currently, Amazon and Amazon Payments will not accept payment methods from their competitors, such as PayPal or Google Wallet. And by the way, do we have here someone who uses Amazon Payments? Just guys, quickly let us know in the chat. Do we have someone? And you can also share on Twitter, tagging this webinar implement ID. No, I don't think we have anyone using Amazon Payments, but that's okay. We will then you will get more use of pros and cons of the Amazon Payments. So let's move on to this. So as for pros, the best one is the mobile capabilities. So as you may or may not know, more than 60% of customers spending their online shopping time on mobile device. And this is actually also telling you that if you have a website, it should be it should be good reflected on the mobile devices as well. So yeah, go back to Amazon Payments. Basically, the Amazon Payments, they have this responsive design that allows registered customers to check out in only a few seconds, rather than waste time on re-entering their credit card information or shipping address. So this is quite convenient. And also there is a large existing customer base, so you will get access to it if you use an Amazon. However, this is also a con because you're limited to this Amazon customer base. So if your clients don't have the Amazon account, they won't be able to pay, and this most likely will make them quit. So be careful with this and keep this in mind. Also, there are relatively high transaction fees for lower volume retailers. So if you were like a really small biz, then maybe that's not the best option for you. Then let's move on to the next payment processor, and here I'm sure we will have someone using it. It's PayPal. Most likely you have used the PayPal already to send money to your friends and family, and also highly possible that you've paid for some goods with your PayPal. Because PayPal is one of the most popular payment gateways out there, and actually one of the oldest ones. And as a business owner who is just starting to sell your products or services online, you might be already thinking about PayPal. So let's take a closer look at its pros and cons. So pros of using PayPal, apart from those you can see on the slide. So I will just be highlighting the most important ones. So it's relatively easy to use and set up. And actually, you don't need to set up a merchant account to use PayPal. You can use your own personal account and just send invoices, because this is what ability PayPal gives you. So let's say if you have people on Facebook who want to get your services or goods, then just send them an invoice from the PayPal and you're done. You will get the payment, and that's kind of it. As for the cons of using PayPal, there are a number of people who may not have PayPal, So this also can result in in lost business. And also sometimes, and it's out of personal experience, it can be really difficult to contact PayPal's customer service. So if you have any issues, sometimes it can get really long to resolve those issues. Yeah, do we have any PayPal users here so far? Can you let us know in the chat?
Yeah, we have several users of PayPal in here, and they said that it was kind of a little difficult to register, and PayPal, basically, people are not really satisfied with PayPal. And they are also saying that there is no support, just what you mentioned as the con, which is pretty crucial, right, in these days.
Yeah, exactly. That it is. So so having all this feedback, let's move on to the third option, which probably will be a solution for really a lot of problems. And this is Stripe, and Stripe actually have learned something from the PayPal's mistakes, as it's a bit younger than PayPal. So Stripe can be really excellent option for those who want to quickly start selling, and it's really easy to use. So you can use Stripe to accept most payment types, including Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, several different foreign credit card networks, along with the mobile wallets like Google and Apple Pay. In addition, Stripe processes over 100 different foreign currencies and converts them at no additional charge. So Stripe is really kind of a strong player at this game. Do we have here someone who uses Stripe maybe? Yeah, agreed. So just let us know in the chat if you use Stripe or if you want to share your experience. Because this is Stripe is a really popular option right now among a lot of small business owners. If no, we can just move on with pros and cons. So as for pros, you can really set up your account very quickly, and it's really easy to use, and also to power your website with Stripe. And with Stripe, you're not limited to any kind of accounts. So a person does not need to actually have an account in Stripe to pay you. Because if you integrate it with your website, it will just give you the credit card payment option, and any person having a credit card will be able to pay for your services. So Stripe is really good at this point. You can also send invoices right from Stripe, which is also great. It's really good for international payments, and Stripe, they have really good support. This is also out of personal experience, so yeah, Stripe guys are really cool. There was a woman who wanted a real custom integration for Stripe, and they did it for her. So yeah, that's just amazing for such a huge organization. As for the cons of Stripe, well, it also may require some tech skills to integrate it, but if no coding skills, just watching a video that Stripe kind of gives you to integrate this to your website, this will be good enough. Yeah, so having those three payment platforms discussed, if you have any questions at any point right now, you can go ahead and give your questions to us inside of the chat, and we will be glad to cover them. If not, then we can go further to the tools of let's say business analysis, but basically those are the accounting tools. So if we don't have any questions, let's move on.
Well, we have a comment from Ilya. He is texting to us in the chat. I face the problem all the time that my customers do not have PayPal accounts to pay. As I remember, you have to have an account both to pay and to receive. I think Ilya is responding to Julian, who said that it integrates PayPal to the Shopify store and it works fine. So we have some satisfied users of PayPal, I guess, and it's a great option. I think, yeah, we're advising it. But just some people are facing some problems, and one of them being that you need to have a PayPal account, to pay.
Yeah. So exactly, there is a chance you can enable both payment platforms like PayPal and Stripe for your website. This will save you a lot of time, because a lot of people, they are familiar with PayPal, so for them it will be just easier to pay with PayPal. But for those who don't have PayPal, well, this option will be of no use. So it's good to have something more common than this, as for example Stripe, which is really easy to set up. Okay, yeah. So if we're ready now, we can move on. We have another question there, I think. About having an online store to add Stripe there. Well, you can have just online website of yours where you have your product listed, and there will be a pay option that will be powered by Stripe. So it's not really necessary to set up the whole online store for this. Okay, so if that's it, let's go ahead to the next part of the webinar. So hard times like ours require 10 times more attention to business management, especially to have the clearest picture of your cash flows, which requires more solid approach to your accounting. As accounting is actually an endpoint of your sales and expenses, and you can manage them based on your accounting data. We understand that the word accounting may sound scary, but actually accounting is just a way to reflect your money flows on a paper or in online books, which makes it really easy to manage them. Do we have here some SMB owners who do accounting themselves? Let us know how scary this word accounting is to you.
Yeah, we just have a comment.
Yep.
Yeah, probably people are using QuickBooks but do not advise payroll services.
Okay, so so the word accounting is not as scary for you, and that's just great. So introducing online payments to your business, well, that's an opportunity, and I would say the most natural way to finally move to automated accounting. And there are a lot of online accounting solutions like Xero, Sage, or FreshBooks, or Wave. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. However, today we want to cover the solution which has a lot of ready-made integrations for automation of your accounting, and a lot of compatible apps on its own marketplace. So most likely you have heard of it or use it. It's QuickBooks Online. And this is a handy and comparatively simple tool to manage your books with a lot of functions like managing online payments, understanding income and expenses on the go, preparing taxes, and doing payroll too, and actually many more. So understanding your income and expenses will give you the freedom to make informed and data-driven decisions on what items or services of yours are the most profitable and what you should concentrate on and what to toss. So here is how the report in QuickBooks looks. This gives you kind of the categories which you can set up yourself and see how your business is doing. So at this point, QuickBooks will give you a lot of space for having analyzed data that you can use to make a decision. And now, probably the best part of this is regarding the bridge between your website with payment processor or your online store with a payment processor and the online accounting system. For QuickBooks, you actually may find a lot of integrations out there. As we said, QuickBooks has really plenty of them. However, today we will talk about the most detailed one and the top-rated one, and it's Sidoruk. So this app will take detailed info into your QuickBooks, and you will be able to run report in QuickBooks to see what categories are the most beneficial for you. So as for the pros and cons of Cinder, as a pro, you can take that it can do the invoicing like inside of itself, and people will be able to pay your QuickBooks invoices. As in QuickBooks, you can also do the invoicing. There is a good support for this app, and basically it does accounting automatically for you. So whatever you have in the payment platform will be brought over to your accounting system, so that you will be able to run any reports you want and analyze data. As for the cons, this app is paid. But I think that's okay in 21st century as any other software. And this app works only with Stripe, PayPal, and Square. Square, we haven't covered this here, but Square is also a payment processor. But mostly it's used as a point of sale. So that's why it's kind of requires in-person contact. So we're not talking about this kind of stuff today. But maybe one day. Yeah, so this app is a bridge between those systems, the payment one and the accounting one. And it can do the automatic accounting for you, which is great in terms of saving your time to focus on doing your business now and, looking for new customers for your business and solving the problems like automation. Yeah, so just to sum up everything we've talked about, Sasha, do you want to jump in and sum all of this out of words up?
Yes, so as you can see on our slide, the key takeaways from the seminar, and basically the kit that we advise you to have in these days, is you need to transform your online presence into an actual business. So just have a Facebook page or an Instagram page or build a simple website. Then you need to power your website with payment processor to get online payments. Absolutely. Then integrate payment processor with accounting platform in order to account for your income and expenses, which is really important. And get up-to-date reports and manage your sales cleverly. So that is crucial at this time. It is, of course, always important, but I think that at these times it's really, really important to keep that in mind. And as you see, it's really simple. Don't go for complicated solutions. Just spend time for, reaching out to your customers, and just make everything else as simple as possible. And as you can see, you have a lot of tools to help you with this.
Yep. So also, I'd like to remind you that in order to we will gather all the takeaways and links and questions answered in details from the webinar. And if you want them to be emailed to you afterwards, just go ahead and follow the link to the Google form that Sasha sent previously to the chat. Maybe Sasha, you can resend it once more. So yeah, just make sure you leave us the way to contact you so that we can give all this information to you. Yeah, then now we can move on to the solid Q&A session. If you have any questions, just go ahead and jump in. We will try to help you with any expertise we have.
Yeah, just don't be shy. If you want to talk to us.
Yeah. So basically, Cinder is a payment merchant that integrates with QuickBooks. It's not a payment merchant itself. So inside of it has this ability to be also a payment merchant to some extent. You won't be able to integrate Cinder to your website, but if you want to, just drop one quick invoice to the customer and get paid with a credit card. So yeah, you will be able to do this inside of Cinder. But it's pretty much like the main point of this app is just to bring the information from the payment platforms to your QuickBooks in a very detailed manner, so that you can get all the reports per customer or per item or whatever way you want. So this is the major function of the app. But yeah, it has some invoicing abilities, so it's kind of a merchant payment tool too. What do you know? Yeah. About, can you? Yeah. I think you can hear me. You can hear me. So yeah, what do we know about the Pay Simple? Well, that's also a solution. Not sure on the go if I can do like pros and cons for Pay Simple, but we will for sure cover this in the email. So make sure you just give us the way to contact you, or we will cover this there just to be more precise on this. Okay, we have another question. Yeah, so that's a connector, and the question about the Shopify. No, it's not able to connect with Shopify. As we mentioned, for QuickBooks Online, it can be integrated with Square, PayPal, or Stripe. As for the QuickBooks Desktop, yes, it has the integration between Stripe and QuickBooks Desktop, so you can easily also account for your online sales inside of QuickBooks Desktop.
Yeah, there's a question also from Olga. She saw our app on the QuickBooks Marketplace, and she asked whether it's an authorized app for QuickBooks.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, QuickBooks will never post anything on their marketplace which is not authorized by them. So absolutely, this is an authorized app.
Yeah, so I think we've kind of run out of time for the questions so far.
Yeah.
But guys, if you have questions, please type them in the chat, and we will definitely follow you up with an email. If you left your email in the form that I sent you the link to, and we will definitely dwell on the questions that you have. It's just impossible to cover everything within one session. So please keep typing, and we will respond to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, just prepare to have an email from us. Yeah, a very detailed one. Yeah, so thank you very much for being with us today. It was a real pleasure to talk to you and to have you out there. Hope you're staying healthy and having some fun, even during those hard times. And yeah, the most active participant of the webinar will get the prize from our CEO, which is actually 1,000 credits inside of the Sidoruk app for the integration. So just we will email you, like the person who will be the winner will be emailed within 24 hours. As for all the rest of our participants, all of us guys, we will be getting the custom trial plan inside of Sidoruk. So to get it, you just go ahead with Sidoruk 5 promo code. You should be able to see this on your screens. So Sidoruk 5 promo code, contact the support team of the Sidoruk app with this promo code, and you will be given 5 times more trial in this app to actually see if it's a good suit for you. Yeah, so we hope you enjoyed today's session, and follow us on Twitter not to miss new episodes of Implement Our Show where we will cover things that you want from us. So
thank you all.
It was and have a great time.
Have you here, and have a great day wherever you are, and keep tuned.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.